In last videos, we discussed definition of group and looked at some example of the group. Let us try to recall what did we do in the last video, right? So we saw integers, okay, set. Let us try to recall set and operation, okay. So we saw integer under addition, behavior of this set under addition. So here in first property, it was closed because addition of two integer is integer again. It was closed. Yes, it was associative too, because a plus b plus c is equal to a plus b plus c, and identity was here 0 acted as here 0 acted as identity in that problem, right? And inverse yes, inverse also existed. 0 was identity because a plus 0 was equal to 0 plus a, right? In both the way, a plus 0 is equal to a and 0 plus a is equal to 0. Also you see a plus minus a is equal to 0. So this element is inverse of a. So inverse is minus a. Yes. So this was a group. Then we saw integer under addition, subtraction. So here, since subtraction of two integer is again a integer, therefore it is closed. It is not associated. We saw it. Associative property was not held by this set under subtraction. Also, I would like to tell you here, identity, you will be thinking that okay, 1 minus 0 is equal to a. So you will be thinking that identity is 0 here because we are getting back this a when subtracted with 0. But you see, it should have been equal to 0 minus a, but this is equal to minus a. So a minus 0 is equal to a, true, but 0 minus a is not equal to a. So therefore there exists no identity. Okay, there exists no identity here, and so inverse will be also not existing, because in order to find identity, in order to find inverse, we need to have identity, because inverse is something which when operated with a gives e. Since we are having no e here, identity is denoted by e, so we are having no e here, so there is no point of finding out this inverse, right? Also we discussed some natural numbers, set of natural number under addition, and some more groups like rational number. We did rational number under multiplication. So rational number of multiplication of two rational number is again a rational number, therefore it is closed. Associative, yes, it is associated. Add and identity, here also you see a when multiplied by 1 gives back 1, so 1 will be acting as identity. And also you see what is the element when multiplied by a, we get 1 again, right? So you will be thinking that okay, this is the element which when multiplied by a, we get back this one. But yeah, this might be inverse, right? But actually in real way this is not the inverse, because for 0 is also a rational number. We should be able to find out uh, inverse for each and every number, but there is existing a number 0 for which there is no inverse. Like there is no number which when multiplied with 0 yields 1. Okay, there is no such number, right? So inverse of 0 does not exist. Thus, so this is not a group, hence we can say inverses of all the elements is not possible for this set. Okay, right? So therefore we restricted our set to q star, in which we did what? We excluded this 0 element from a rational number, and we took only non-zero rational number under multiplication. And in this case it was closed. Yes, it was closed. Associative law was held by this set, and identity was again 1, and was also inverses were also uh, brought for every numbers, right? Because 0 was the only problematic number for which inverse was not existing. But yeah, when we excluded this 0, now this set became group, and inverses can be write 1 upon a. If a is the number, its inverse is 1 upon a. Okay, it is known as multiplicative inverse, and this is known as multiplicative identity. And this we will be calling additive inverse, and this is sorry, this is additive identity, and this is additive inverse, right? So now we will be doing some more examples and exercises on group, so that you get you become comfortable in dealing with the group, right? Whether following sets following sets form group under given operation. First is set of odd integers under usual addition. Usual addition. Second is set of even integers under usual addition. That is, here integers are odd integers, right? Odd integers. And here you are having even integers. Okay. And third set is set of positive rational numbers, that is positive, under operation star defined as a star b is equal to a b divided by 2. So let us check all these sets whether or not they are groups. Firstly, starting with odd integers. Set of odd integer. Here given set is set of odd integers and operation or binary operation is usual addition. So in order to satisfy, in order to make it a group, we will have to check whether or not it is satisfying all those four properties, right? So see uh, what all are included in odd integers. Set of all integers contains all odd negative odd integers, like from minus infinity to these numbers: 3, -3, 1, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, and so on. Okay, this is the given set. And see here, if we take two odd integers, for example, if we take these two numbers, -3, -1, and add them, okay, so result is -4, which is not odd, right? Therefore this set is not closed, or we can say this set doesn't satisfy closure property, because addition of two odd integers is not an odd integer, right? Therefore it is not closed. Also you can see there is no identity no identity in this set. For example, there is no number in this set which when added to -7 gives back -7. Obviously this number was 0 only, but 0 is not part of this set. Okay, 0, but 0 is not part of this set, which is a set of odd integer. 0 is not odd integer, therefore it is not included in this set. Therefore there is no identity in this set, right? So you can write this in this way: solution, okay, first property, closure property, or you write we know addition of two odd integer is even integer, therefore it does not satisfy closure property, right? Therefore it is not a group. Therefore it does not form a group. Or and now second, solution number second, I mean to say, okay, solution 2. Here given that is set of all even integers and operation is usual addition. One thing I would like to tell you here, since addition of in the case of odd integers, addition of two integer is not to odd integer is not an odd integer again. Therefore, we can say this operation is not binary operation, not binary operation. Okay. In order, if it had been a binary operation, then addition of two odd integer would have been odd again, right? So here property number 1. So you see addition of two even integer is even again, therefore first property is satisfied here. Property number 1, closure property, since addition of two even integer is even, therefore the given set is closed under addition. Property number 2, associative property. We know all integers hold associative law under addition. Therefore, a plus b plus c is equal to a plus b plus c for all a comma b belonging to even integer, right? Thus, property number 2 is true. Thirdly, you see, in last case 0 was not belonging to odd integer, but in this case 0 is belonging to even integer, right? 0 is belonging to this set, hence this set contain 0, 2, 4, 6, 8 up to so on, -2, -4 up to so on. So we are having an element such that when it is added to 2 we get back 2, when it is added to 4 we get back 4, when it is added to any integer of this set we get again that integer. This will be acting as identity, right? You see, okay, let me write it first. Existence of identity. Here, since 0 plus a is equal to a plus 0 in either way, for all a belonging to even integer, therefore 0 acts as identity. Okay. Now, fourth case, property, existence of inverse. See here, we are having these elements 0, 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay. Now you see, can be is there something which when added to this 2 we get 0? Yes, we are having such number, and that number is -2. We can say -2 is the inverse of. Similarly, -4 would be inverse of the inverse of 4. Okay, additive inverse of 4, and -6 would be inverse of 6, because adding it to 6 yields 0, right? Similarly, 8 will be having additive inverse -8, -2 का इनवर्स क्या हो जाएगा 2, एंड -4 का इनवर्स क्या हो जाएगा 4, एंड सो ऑन, राइट? तो फॉर ईच एंड एवरी एलिमेंट, और 0 का इनवर्स 0 खुद हो जाएगा. Therefore we can say for each and every element we are able to find out its inverse, therefore we can say existence of inverse is inverse. This law is also held by this set, right? Hence write it in this way. uh, for all a there exists minus a belonging to twice of z, that is even integer, such that a plus minus a is equal to 0 in either way. Therefore inverse exists. Inverse exists. Thus the given set is a group, right? Moreover, this also satisfy commutative law. Therefore we can say this is not only group, but this is an abelian group. Property number 5, commutative property. We know a plus b is equal to b plus a for all even integers, right? Therefore the given set of even integers is an abelian group, right? Now third problem. In third problem we haven't been given simple multiplication, but operation has been defined in the problem, right? See here set is given set is set of positive rational numbers, and operation star is defined as a star b is equal to a multiplied b by, right? For example, positive rational number means it is denoted by q positive, and it include all the positive rational numbers, but it doesn't include 0, right? 0 is not included in this group. Had it been instead of star, had it been plus, in that case it definitely would not have been a group, because additive inverse have been additive inverse has been sorry, additive identity has been missing in this context, right? So now as I told you, this q positive, this set doesn't include 0, okay? Keep this thing in your mind. And operation is ab by 2. So firstly you see, can it satisfy closure property? Can it satisfy closure property? Closure property. See, if you are having two rational number, okay, p by q and r by s, okay, and you operate them, what will you get? P by q into r by s divided by 2, that is pr divided by 2 2s. Is it rational or not? Yes, obviously it is rational number. Therefore we can say multiplication, or not multiplication, this a star b is again a rational number, thus it satisfies Which property? Closure property. Okay, let me write it in this way. Solution let a comma b comma c belongs to, or you directly write solution closure property, closure property, let p by q comma r by s, this is your a, okay, this is equal to a, this is equal to b, belongs to q positive. Here you see a star b would be equal to pq or rs, which is equal to pr divided by 2qs, which is again, which is a rational number, right? So therefore we can write a star b belongs to q positive because it is equal to, therefore it is a positive rational number. Therefore it is closed, it is closed. Okay, now second property, associative law. Property number 2, associative law. Let a comma b comma c belongs to q positive. Okay, so it would be definitely, and now let us calculate what would be a star b star b. Okay, firstly we are going to operate this, so it would be a star and whatever is in the bracket, it would be bc over 2 because this is the defined operation, right? Now again we are going to operate this star with bc by 2, it would become a bc by 2 upon 2, okay, which is equal to abc divided by 2. Similarly you see a star b star c is equal to, firstly we are going to operate this, so it is ab divided by 2 star c, which would be equal to ab divided by 2 into, sorry, this is into sign here, okay, into e divided by 2. One more time we are operating this by this operation, so again it is it would have been 4, we wrote it mistakenly 2. Okay, this is also abc divided by 4. So therefore you see a star b star c is equal to a star b star c, plus it holds, given it holds associative law. Now third property. Okay, now this is question is, what could act as identity in this case? Third property is all about identity. Okay, so I want you to think about identity. We want to find out such element which when operated with a, okay, let us assume such element is x or e. Okay, identity is generally denoted by e. We get back a, right? So as we know, here star is defined as ae divided by 2, which is equal to a. Now cancelling this, we get e is equal to 2, right? That is identity is equal to 2. Let us now let us check it. If we operate with 2, it would be equal to a with 2, it would be equal to 2a divided by 2. Cancel, it is equal to a. Thus the property of identity has been satisfied. Hence we can say 2 acts as identity in this case, right? So let me write it here: existence of identity. Okay, so a star e must be equal to a, okay, for all a belonging to positive. Now you see ae by 2 becomes equal to a gets cancelled and e becomes equal to 2. Therefore also you write also 2 is element of q positive. Thus identity exists and 2 acts as identity, right? Now last property, property number 4, existence of inverse, right? So see here, if you are having an element a, okay, and we want to find out its inverse is such element which when operated with a we get back identity. What could be such element? Let us assume this element is x, okay, then it becomes ax by 2 is equal to, and identity is 2, right? So taking it to the another side, and x becomes equal to 4 upon a, right? Therefore we can say 4 upon a is the inverse of a, because see, if we operate a with 4 upon a, it is equal to a time 4a divided by 2. A cancel, it is equal to 4 upon 2, which is equal to 2, which is your identity. Therefore 4 upon a is the inverse of a. Again you are going to write it here, okay, let a belongs to positive. So here property of inverse is a star, if x is the inverse of x, then a star x should be equal to identity, that is 2. So ax by 2 must be equal to 2, x must be equal to 4 upon a. Thus 4 upon a acts as inverse of a, right? Also see this is a positive rational number, okay. Therefore since a is positive rational number, therefore 4 upon a must be positive rational number, okay. Thus inverse, since we have taken this element as arbitrary element, we can say we have taken this element as taken this element arbitrarily, we can say inverses of all the elements exist, right? Thus inverse of each element exist. Okay. uh, so you would have come to know that why 0 has been excluded from this set, because if 0 has been part of this set, then 4 by a, that is would have been equal to 4 0, that is infinity, and infinity star infinity is equal to 0 into infinity divided by 2, which is not defined, right? Not defined, or it is indeterminate form, right? Therefore it is not equal to infinity again. I'm sorry, this is not equal to 0 again. Okay. Therefore we can say there exists no element such that which when multiplied with 0 gives 2, because 2 is the identity in this case. So in that case, if 0 has been part of this set, then it would have violated the inverse property, because 0 cannot have inverse, right? So this is it for today. Rest of the things will be done tomorrow.